Hey everybody, this is Will Carolina Thread Place with a slightly different setup, as you can tell. I have my good friend Anita here.
Hello.
She's going to come and talk to y'all about photography and more specifically, product photography. And we can go into portrait photography and stuff because some of y'all do like y'all's pictures. So, unfortunately, I will not be in front of the computer. We will answer questions shortly. But we're going to go over a few things first. So, just give y'all a little bit of people. Hello. I can't see who that is. I do have my phone, but we're going to put that over here so we don't get disturbed. So how is everyone doing tonight? I hope y'all are doing well. And I do see Miss Eve is up in the house. So hello, Miss Eve, Miss Carol. Oh, I see. Good for y'all to meet. How's the sound? Does it sound great? Is it horrible? Am I too loud? Like never.
He might be loud, you know, because he told me to talk loud, and I'm talking a little loud. So let me know.
Hello, Miss Suzanne. How are you? So we are here today to talk about. Sounds great. Awesome. Thank you, Eve. So, Miss Eve, I do have to say, if anybody does anything bad, you have full reign because I cannot access my computer. So, it's over there. So this is my first live interview with somebody. So, go easy on me.
Go easy on us.
Yes. So a little bit of background. I've known Anita for about 10 years, probably a little bit more. When I worked at a school, she was the photographer that she would take the graduation pictures and stuff.
That's right.
And as I moved up, I started working there and everything, and we developed a business relationship that turned into a friend relationship.
Yes.
And we've had some good times where we picked at people and
Let's talk about that. That's what friends do.
Exactly. And we've done some ventures together and stuff, and really good. And some of her photography is just amazing. Like,
thank you.
I'm sitting here going, man, you make me look great. What filter did you use? So I asked her to be here to answer you guys' questions and to bring some pointers and stuff as well. So you have we're going to go over some notes that she brought first. Yeah. And we're going to get those questions answered, and then we'll open the floor up to you guys to ask any question that we may have missed.
That's right.
So until then, I have no access to this, so I can't see because it's actually behind me. So slightly different, as you can tell.
Yeah.
So
we'll make it. We'll make it.
We'll make through this. I think I'm as much nervous as she is right now. Because normally I'm just in front of that computer or I'm doing something with the press and stuff.
Right.
So first off, thank you for coming out. It's great.
Well, thank you. I'm excited to be here in your office. This is amazing. Yes. I love everything you have here. Everything.
A lot of work.
Yes. 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 It was blank like 2 weeks ago, and now it's completely full.
Yes.
Yeah.
Look, I even got my thread up on peg hooks.
Yeah, you've done a lot of work here.
So
let me tell them a little bit about my background.
Sure, definitely.
Okay. So as a 5-year-old, 5 years old, I had an older brother who was in the Air Force, and he was a photographer. And he used to send little cameras home, miniature cameras, regular cameras, everything. Well, I broke one of the cameras. I took it all apart, and I was like, how does this work? Oh, let's take it apart. Let's see. So my parents, saw this broken camera on the kitchen table, and they were like, hey, who did this? I'm like, well, I did. I was trying to figure out, how does it work? I mean, I'm 5. I'm like, come on, what does this thing do?
I did the same thing to an alarm clock. And I put it back together, and it worked. And I had some spare parts. What's this? I don't know. It came out of there, and it works.
But it works. Hey, that's what happened with the camera. I put it back together. It worked. And they said, you got to get it back together before your brother comes home from, his overseas, trip in the military. And I said, okay, all right. So my little hands are working feverishly. I'm getting it done. I got it done. And that began my love for photography. So as a high schooler, I got into photography, really heavily. I learned how to develop pictures in a dark room and things like that.
Yes.
Got into college, still loved it. Started doing some wedding photography and things like that. But I majored in television and film, which was like one of the closest things to photography, that I could think of, still in that realm of using camera equipment.
Yes.
Because I always wanted to work behind the scenes. And I ended up doing a few years at a couple of stations where I worked as a camera operator for news shows.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Years and years ago. So once I graduated from college, I went into the television industry and worked there for a number of years, and then began working with a photography company, and traveled around like 8 states doing photography with families and children and whatnot. So that was really cool. That was really exciting. And my love for photography just continued to grow, and I ended up having a business for nearly 30 years doing photography, for weddings, for family portraits, for businesses, doing their headshots for their websites, things like that. That's what I was kind of known for in Colombia. So a lot of times
you did.
I answer the phone still, even though I've been retired like 4 years, and I answer the phone, hey, this is Nita, the photographer. Maybe no, that's how you remember me. No, I don't do it anymore. Nope. So you and I met when I was really nearing the end of my photography career, and I had started a wedding magazine.
Yes.
And doing that wedding magazine twice a year was so much work.
Yes, I remember.
I wish
I had a copy of it. I'll make sure I bring a copy for you guys to see the cover and stuff.
Yeah.
You did a total of...
I did 5 years.
5 years, so that's 10, and out of that, I did 7 of them.
Yeah.
Because I didn't do the first one, but I did the second one. And then I did all except for the last. No, I did 8 of the 10 because I didn't do the first or the last.
I think you did everything.
I didn't do the first.
The first one.
And I didn't do the last one.
Okay.
So I think 7 or 8.
8. Yeah.
So, but I remember those days.
Yes.
Anita, something's not right. I need this picture.
Right.
I got a bride for you.
That's right. Yeah.
So yes.
Yeah.
So a little background on that. It was called Jump in the Broom, and it blossomed into a wedding event.
Yeah, bridal show.
A bridal show.
It turned into a bridal show. So here I am working as a photographer, a magazine publisher,
yes,
and then all of a sudden I'm now a host of a multicultural bridal show.
And that's the main point, multicultural. I mean, it did not matter.
Right.
And that was one thing that we loved about the cover is every year it was every issue was something different. We did Indian, white, African, Colombian,
Puerto Rican.
Mm-hmm.
We had a lady from Greece.
Greece.
Family history, Greece.
Yes.
Geez, we did a lot.
We did a lot of covers.
Yeah.
We had a Mexican as well.
Yes. One of the very, very popular covers.
And that was some interesting reading as well.
Right, because I talked about all of the wedding traditions.
Yes,
of
and
each
that was
culture.
the thing, is whoever the cover was, pretty much the center spread or the primary article was about their heritage.
Yes.
And then one, we had the three brides.
Yeah.
So we talked about each one of theirs.
Right.
And I learned a lot about design that way of those cultures and said, okay, well, we need to do it this way. And there was times that me and Anita's like, well, I don't like it. I'm like, Anita, this is part of the culture. I don't care if you don't like it. And we butted heads.
Yeah.
But I think ultimately that made our friendship stronger.
Yeah.
Because now we're on the same, we'll be looking at each other like, what?
Is that supposed to be there? Is that really supposed to be there? Are you sure? Are you positive?
So that's a little bit of the background and stuff. So let's see, how is everyone?
Wow, you got a lot of comments.
Yes.
I hope you guys are enjoying what we're talking about here. I love photography, always love photography. And as you get into it with doing product shots for your businesses, doing headshots for each other, for your websites, because you need to do that, let people know who you are.
Yes.
It's so important to make sure you have the right light.
Yes.
That's Photography is about lighting. You know,
and I hope we have the right lighting in here. We got a backdrop.
We've got really good lighting in here. Let's get another light on. There we go. Yeah, we need that.
There we go. A little bit more light.
Yeah, we need that.
Okay, so and I didn't realize we almost have the same color shirt on, just slightly different.
Great minds, think alike.
So I hope y'all are really enjoying so far.
Yeah.
I am. I'm not gonna lie. Constantly laughing. So
that's what we do when we get together.
We do. It's all laughing and stuff. I mean, we have a lot of fun. So it's definitely a good time.
Yeah. So let me break down the word photography.
Let's do that.
Photography. So light, drawing.
Yep.
That's what it means. So you got to make sure that light is right. That's what I always tell young photographers when they were starting out. Make sure you have good light. Okay? That's the one thing that you have to work on. You know, whether or not you don't let's say you don't have lights. Okay, Anita, I can't afford to buy lights. All right? Don't worry about it. The sun is your light, okay? Learn how to use the sun.
Walmart. LED, Walmart.
Yeah. Now that's a really good light because it's not turning anything yellowish and green. If you use, let's say, fluorescent lighting, that's going to give off that yellowish, greenish, bluish kind of
and incandescent as well.
Incandescent will give you a yellowy look, you know. And some people may want that for certain things that they're shooting. You know, if you're shooting a portrait, you know, you might like that incandescent light, you know.
But don't use reveal. Reveal light is the worst. It's bluish.
Oh yeah, no.
And it makes you look sick. It actually draws out the greens in your skin, especially if you're a lighter tone like me. It makes you look green.
No,
it's bad. I've seen some people. I'm like, oh.
Right. And then when you're using light, you got to be aware of the shadows.
Yes. That
the light is casting. So if there were like some bad shadows in here, you know, I'd say, well, look, we need to turn another light on.
That's why we have the backdrop light.
Yes.
So it's not to show all the thread that I have, even though that's a pretty good idea. But that is so that you don't have it dark back here.
Right.
And, you know, and unfortunately, you'll still probably see me, but like if my boyfriend was here, you would not see him.
Right.
Because he's darker. And if it's dark back here, you know, definitely it will be harder to see him.
That's right.
And if it's too bright, then I get washed out.
Exactly.
So, and that's very important. And when we actually demonstrate some products, we can actually talk further about that.
Yeah.
Because not just light, your backdrop is important as well.
That's exactly right. You have to have the correct backdrop to match what you're going to be shooting. You know, and not to match it like matchy colors or anything like that. But let's say you want to shoot some jewelry or something like that, or gold or silver.
Yeah, we have some right back here.
Okay. Let's pull some out. You know, you got to think about, do you want it on a white backdrop or a black backdrop? You know, I just want to stick with a couple basic things to kind of point out, you know, what it's going to look like, you know, especially if we're taking something like these small earrings.
Y'all know what those are.
You take these small earrings. Now, they're a dark green, and if you put it on a black backdrop to shoot it, well, it's not going to show it very well. So what you want to use is a white backdrop. I mean, I'm being very simplistic on this thing, but I mean, some
Not
folks,
a sponsor.
some folks will be like, well, you know, she said to put it on whatever background. No, she didn't. No, she didn't. Think about it. Put it down there. Try it out. You know, see what it looks like on a light colored background or a darker colored background. Okay.
And if here's something here, you know, I'm using the cards for a specific reason. This is cork. It's lighter. If I put this on a dark background, not just this, but a darker one, it will, it will stand out, but it will look darker than it really is.
Yes.
And, you know, that's kind of the reason with this is that blue pops on this natural
You can
cork.
see it, even though it's really small right here. You can see it.
Yeah.
You know?
So if I put this on white, which we can demonstrate, it pops, but it's not as it's not as good as that.
Right.
Which is really weird. You would think darker color white, not always the case.
Right. Right. You just got to try it out and see, you know. It's just a matter of opinion. Which way do you like it, you know?
And I meant to grab the other one, but y'all know my babies, and you know how I love taking pictures of my babies.
You have a baby?
No. My fur babies. So, as you can see, lighting. And this was taken with my phone camera. So, lighting is very, very important. There you go. So, even though she's lighter, it still works. And unfortunately, the darker one's up there, and it's really hard to get it because my cable is going across this part. So, you know, this is just pretty much we can use this as a portrait headshot. Even though it's my cat, still a portrait.
Right. And see, it's good that you pointed out that you shot that with your camera phone, because you don't have to go out and buy an expensive 35mm camera.
Nope.
It's not necessary to do that nowadays when they're making camera phones that are able to do depth of field. You know,
I actually demonstrated that the other day.
And I almost cried. That's a phone. That's a phone. That is not a camera. Why does it have that on there? You know, what? You're putting me out of business. Well, I'm already out of business. So
I'm gonna show this to you guys.
I just can't believe it.
This is a picture that I took of her.
I'm crying.
I mean, this is from my phone. So, and it was so funny because she was like, "You gotta send me that picture."
I know.
I'm like, why?
Because I can't believe it was taken with a phone.
iPhone 8, not a sponsor, but that's what I'm using.
Right. And so with that, you can blur out the background, which is so important when you're taking small items, product shots. You want to blur out that background because you want the item that you're trying to sell to really pop.
Sorry.
So that phone is just amazing. Another thing that is very important in photography is to make sure you have a very sharp, a very crisp shot. It's not going to help your website any if you have a lot of blurry shots of your product because your customers are just not going to be able to see it very well. And they're likely not to click on it and want to buy it.
Because details are key.
Yes.
You know.
So get a tripod. I'm not saying you got to buy the most expensive tripod out there. It's not necessary.
Mine
but you just
was
need a
$20,
tripod.
I think. $20, $30.
Yeah, $20-$30. That's all you need.
Amazon, you know, you can get it off Amazon very quickly.
Yeah.
You know, especially if Prime, you can get it on Sunday if you order today.
Right.
I don't have any links yet. I'll work on that. So, but yes, I agree. Having a tripod, that way you're not doing this. Cause, you know,
you will shake. You will.
You may not see it.
You don't see it, but even that little click, you know, with your phone or with a camera, there is just the slightest bit of motion, and it makes that image not as crystal clear as it could be.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And something for iPhone users that we have something special. We can actually use our the wired ear pods you can click the volume button while the camera is going, and it will take a picture.
Wow.
So it's a remote control for your phone. Android users, I'm not sure, they probably have something that as well. So yes, but you know how I used to do.
It's a phone. You call people, you talk to people. You don't take pictures.
It used to be a calculator. Calculator. Now we can make phone calls and stuff. But you know, before I got my box, and we're going to talk about that a little bit today.
Yeah.
I took a ice cream thing from Walmart because I love ice cream, obviously. And I cut holes in all 4 sides and a hole in top.
Yeah. And
I had the lights around it to light up.
Right.
And I put the camera down with the headphones. I put the product under it and kind of watched it and then took a picture.
Wow.
The problem was I only had that much space.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
because it was an ice cream.
It was a gallon.
A gallon ice cream box.
Yes.
Yeah. So it wasn't enough space really.
But for the patches and stuff, it was pretty good.
Yeah, for something small.
And I had a lot of shadow problems.
Yeah.
Which was the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Because even no matter which way I did it, I either had direct light through the holes or indirect, you know, that it was not its focus, and I can't think of the word right now. Diffused light. There we go.
Yeah.
Yay! There you go. A diffused light.
Yeah.
And it wasn't diffusing where it needed to go.
Okay.
So I had a lot of post-picture things I had to do. So I would have to bring it into Photoshop and adjust and everything. Yeah. So it was a lot more work, but it's feasible.
Right.
And if you don't have Photoshop, you can get a free program called GIMP.
Yeah.
I forgot what it stands for.
I know. I don't know what
it stands for. But it's GIMP. You can get it on Linux and Windows. I think they have it on Mac, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
But most people have Windows. So you can get it, and it's free.
Yeah.
And it's not as powerful as Photoshop, but it is pretty good.
Yeah, it is pretty good. I mean, there's some good editing tools on there that you can use, you know, especially if you don't understand Photoshop. You know, Photoshop just has a million different things you could do.
Oh, yes.
But if you look at GIMP, G-I-M-P, you look at that, check out that website. It's got some really cute, you know, easy editing tools that you can use that'll help out, you know, if you make a mistake and have a couple shadows and you want to get rid of it.
Yes.
Check that free website out.
And if you guys want to do a tutorial for GIMP, I have no problem with that. Just comment and let me know if you want to. I will go back and look at live chats while it's playing later. So I don't miss anything, because, I mean, y'all have been chatting it up.
Yeah, I see that. Wow. That's amazing.
So,
well, I'm glad I came tonight.
See?
Well, great. I love your friends.
And we have 217 friends now.
Wow.
Yes.
That's
we had
amazing.
217 subscribers yesterday. I looked, I was like, wow. So we're approaching the 250 mark.
That's great.
So, and that's another giveaway. I know I haven't sent out the last one.
Get on it. Get on it, guy.
It's been so busy. But I do have all of the names. I have them. So I am working on it, and I did went and got the packaging for it. It's right there.
Yeah.
So I am very close of getting it done. It's probably going to be this weekend, and then y'all should receive it hopefully next week.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about materials, some backdrops and stuff, what to do, what not to do, kind of thing.
Right.
And kind of demonstrate that.
Yeah. So what I'd like to talk about is there's all kinds of material out there that you can purchase to, you know, try to give yourself a decent backdrop to shoot your products on. Most of the time, you're gonna want to go with a white backdrop. This is like a canvas material, white canvas material, which is easy to find at a lot of fabric stores, you know, or you could order it off of a, you know, photography website or something like that. It'll be a little more expensive, but you could go that route if you want. you know, you may see some wrinkles here, but because of the lighting that we have, you wouldn't necessarily see it in the photo, because the white is just gonna, you know, boom, it's gonna be so powerful that it's gonna wash out all of those wrinkles in there
And
that you can
you
see.
should.
Yeah,
get
you
like
see
that.
like that.
And you can see my microphone here is
Yeah.
just lighting up.
Right.
And this is actually duck canvas from Joann's, which
Yeah.
is roughly about $25 to $40 depending.
Yeah.
On that's per yard. That's before any discounts.
Right.
You know, the 40 and the 50% off.
Yeah.
So
rather than take something like this, you got to tape it to the wall. You got to tape it down
this
here.
is a lot more work.
You know, you gotta make sure that you have a little rounded, area, because you don't want to shoot it just straight like that.
No.
You want to have it rounded just a little bit in there. You know, let me show you maybe with a piece of paper. If you want to take paper and you're gonna have your product here, and then you're gonna want to bend it, and that's what you're gonna want to do with your material. You're going to want to bend it just a little bit. And it's called sweeping, So you see how it's curved there? That's what you're going to want to do. That's how, if you've been to a photography studio, you'll notice that many of the backdrops that photographers have, there's a little curve near the bottom of it. And so that's what you want to do when you're shooting a product shot, is have a little curve in that material. Now we're talking, geez, a good $30-$40 for just, a yard of material or something, that's, you're getting into a little bit of money, then you got to get a tripod, you got to get some lights, you're spending a little bit of money.
So something that I showed her,
Yeah.
and she's like, man, I wish I had this.
Exactly.
I talked about it a couple of times,
Yes.
so I'm going to go ahead and bring it out.
Yeah.
It's the light box. Yes, there is multiple different places who sell this.
Right.
And honestly, it's worth it. If you have just a small amount, small items, I can put, a mug in here with no problem.
Right.
But you want LED lights.
Yes.
Yeah, y'all can see it. LED lights.
Yeah.
Ability to shoot down.
Right.
And
in
in
there.
front.
Mm-hmm.
And having these up as well bounces the light back, kind of, sort of.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So you see the entire object here is all white. And then there are lights already built into it here. And then you even have the cutest little thing here where it can fold up just a little bit to bounce that light back in here. This is a really good product.
And this actually comes with multiple color as well as white.
Okay, so you can have different color backdrops.
Which we'll talk about shortly.
Yeah.
But we do have the different colors.
Yeah.
But as you see here, unfortunately, it's actually folded, but it should, fold, do what she's talking about.
Yeah, it'll be a little rounded edge there,
But I'm about to light it up, and I'm about to fade away. Because when I demonstrated this last time, I faded away because I put it in my face.
Oh, jeez. Don't do that. Yeah.
That's just one. That's not two.
Right.
That is the back.
Yeah.
And the reason why you need a backlight is to kill the shadows off of the product on the back.
That's the most important thing. You gotta kill those shadows. That's
especially when you're shooting down.
Yeah. Otherwise, you're going to be spending a couple hours, or at least the good 45 minutes in an editing program trying to get rid of shadows, because you're going to see it. It's going to bother you.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to call Will. Hey, can you give me that tutorial on GIMP?
So, as you can see, we put the earrings in. The shadow.
I can't see it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's so bright.
It is. Wow, that just
this thing
fades.
is like crazy bright.
But
turn one off.
No, we have to show both. Let's see if we can do.
Nope.
No.
It's too bright.
There we go.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
So
now you can see the
earrings in it.
Yeah.
So, and what's cool is I'm actually going to attempt this. I'm glad you're holding that.
Yeah.
There is the top view. we'll get it. There we go. We got it.
Oh, that's
So,
great.
You can see
That's
top
great.
down,
Yeah.
which is really, really cool.
Yeah.
So, and you can take the picture, you know, straight down.
Yeah.
Or you can prop these up
Mm-hmm.
and take front.
Yeah.
So you have a choice of which way you want to, you know, do it.
Remember
So-
to use that tripod.
Yes. Have that tripod right here.
Yeah.
This way, or you can take the tripod and point straight down.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter which way.
And you can use a tripod with your phone.
Yep.
You know, you just get that adjustment on with the tripod, the grip. There we go. Get the grip that you need for the tripod, your tripod for your phone, and you're good to go. You'll be able to shoot front. You'll be able to shoot on top. You want to give your customer a good experience looking at the merchandise. You know, you just don't want to take one shot. You know, that's what people used to call me all the time. Hey, can you do my portrait? It's only I just need one shot. No, I can't just come out, drive 30 miles, and I'm gonna take one shot and I'm gonna go home and look at it. No. See something wrong? No. I'm taking like 10 or 12 shots. So I encourage you to take more than just one shot
Yes.
of your product, you know, because you're going to set this lighting up. You're going to set this little kit up. You're going to take several shots of different products, and then you're going to put it on your computer and then take a look at it and see how everything looks. Yeah, you're looking at it on your phone. You're like, oh, it's good. It's good. No, put it on your computer.
Yes.
So you can see what it actually looks like, what your customer sees.
Yes.
And that way you'll know, okay, I need to edit this because the lighting is awful. You know, you want to know that, you know, so you can get your lights right.
And definitely don't look for the easiest picture.
Right.
Look at the one that represents your product the best.
Yes.
Yes, it may be the one that you have to crop a little bit more
Mm-hmm.
or adjust the contrast or blur the background or
Yeah.
something. And another thing, you know, yeah, the light box is great as
Mm-hmm.
your primary picture, but you also need the real world picture.
Yes. Yes.
So, and that's where the blurring of the background comes into play.
Right.
See,
Because
we were going to come back around to
yeah,
that.
yeah, you don't want to take a shot of, let's say, a person wearing earrings, and you're trying to show that product, which is your earrings that you're trying to sell, and
My ears are
they
still
see and they see a car in the background, and then your customers are like, their mind is just gone to this car in the background. No, you need to
Ooh,
blur out the backdrop. You know, blur out the
So,
background.
am I pretty?
So
So you take a picture of this,
Mm-hmm.
but you can see this in the background or
Right.
that in the background.
Yeah.
You see my face, but
Right.
you don't want to see the face.
Nope.
All you want to see is this,
I want to see that earring.
or you know, blur out this gray hair.
Mm-hmm.
So
I want to see how that earring sits on that lobe of your ear and how far does it drape down, because I want to know, is it going to go all the way down to my shoulder, or is it going to be above my shoulder, above my collar, you know, whatever. So you just, you know, even if you didn't take a really tight shot, you can edit it and make it a tight shot and then blur out the background. So, you know, you got to take a little bit of time when you're before you post your pictures. You know, that's so important. And take it, you know, take a shot, you know, facing to the right, facing to the left, you know, all kinds of ways, you know, so that your customer has a really, really good idea of what they're buying.
So, I'm going to ask this question. And I'm going to see if chat's paying attention. What would we use the black backdrop for?
Oh, we've got some people responding.
Not quite yet. They're not caught up yet.
Okay.
'Cause over here you can see where we are. We're a little bit
Okay.
behind.
All
So
right.
what would you use the black backdrop for? So we're going to get back to this in a second.
Yeah.
But definitely answer and see. So right now, we're going to talk about the colors, the green, the red, the yellow, and the blue.
Yeah.
Because these are just as important as the white and black.
That's right.
So,
That's right.
which color do we want to put in there first?
Let's start with the blue.
Blue. One of my favorite colors.
We both have on blue today.
Exactly. So, And it's very easy to put these on. There's little push holes here.
Yeah.
And
this is a real, I love this little box.
I do too. I'm so glad I got it. And I sell it on my website.
That's next.
So,
are you willing to tell us about how much you sell these on your website?
These are on my website for $20 plus $5 shipping.
Wow.
And they are direct shipped to you.
Wow. Now see.
Oh, that is.
That
I like that.
That's gorgeous. You know, you're not going to be able to have something like this with different color backdrops, with the right light every time. If you try to set up this in your office and buy all these different backdrops.
I know, Miss Bacon, they are so me. But I mean, look at that. I mean, it is.
Yeah.
This is blue.
Yeah.
And you know, let me try to do the right direction. So as you can see, you can see this far.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's not the point of it, that you can see it this far away. But let's try. Let's not use these.
Yeah.
Let's actually. I don't know. Since it's green. Actually, oh wow.
Still, that looks good.
So this is green. And what color's in green? Blue. So it actually kind of pulls it out a little bit.
Yes.
So I don't know if y'all can see. Oh, look at that. Y'all can see it from that far away.
Yeah.
And they're kind of sticking out. So, and we have a guess for the black. I'll hold that off. Let me see if we have any more. Miss Eve actually asked, are you retired, or just retired?
Don't tell my husband. I'm just retired. You know, if you're a friend of Will's and you might need something, you need a headshot for your website, I might entertain that. But don't tell my husband that, okay? He told me to put the cameras down and quit doing it, okay?
She's got a friend.
I love these friends. I love these friends.
Eve is amazing. She's actually the reason why I've gotten into YouTube.
Okay.
She inspired me. I taught her how to make a button.
Yeah.
And she's like, you need to do this on YouTube. And I'm sitting there going, no. And then that led to the 4.5 hour first video.
Wow.
And that was back in September.
Man.
Yeah.
4 hours?
4.5 hours setting up my display.
Wow.
And some people were there the entire time.
Wow.
So,
that's amazing.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah.
So, as you can see, blue is really good.
Yeah.
So, and if you want to, you can do blue if you want to simulate the sky, water,
right,
stuff like that.
Right.
So, if you have, I don't know, anything sky-y, a bird.
Yeah. Yeah.
Actually, Eve, you may want to hide. I'm getting your favorite thing. She hates
Oh. You're bad.
No, I told her to not watch the screen right now.
Look away, Eve.
So, let's say we have the butterfly. That's actually pretty on that screen.
Yeah.
So, look at that.
Yeah.
That blue just makes that pop so much better. So, that's something you could do with a blue screen. Also, if you have a lot of white in your thing, blue could be used as a green screen.
Yes.
Which we're going to go to green now.
Yes. And then, using green screen, I mean, everybody is so up on green screens now because, TV weathermen, that's what they use. They're green screens.
What's the color that you should not use?
If you are in front of a green screen?
Like what color? Because, you can not just use green screen. You can use a few other colors.
Blue.
You can use blue. But you should not use reds and yellows.
Right. Right.
And tell us why.
Well, I don't know why right now.
Because our skin
Don't come to me.
has yellows and reds in it.
That's right.
So it will try to determine, especially if you've been out in the sun and you're a lobster and you use red as your green screen, you're just going to be eyes in the mouth occasionally.
Yeah.
So,
And sometimes you've seen where, let's say, someone has worn a color in their suit or in their tie, and it's fading in and out. And it's because the camera's trying to make sense of it. Well, oh, wait, hey, you're in front of this green screen, and I'm reading this. I'm reading it wrong. So.
And a lot of, like, we are not green. Unless you use reveal lights, which don't get me wrong, I have reveal in my apartment. They are nice, they're easy on the eyes, but for photography, no.
Okay.
Because you'll be that color right there. You may not look it, but as you can see, you know, it's a green screen, you know, and you can use this with the same thing to simulate a field or a forest kind of thing, backdrop, because when you fade it or when you blur it, you don't know what it is. Well, you do, but not your customer.
Yeah.
So as you can see, I can blur that out, and it looks like a butterfly that's in grass.
Yeah.
You know, so definitely a pretty cool. Eve actually has a green screen and she uses it. So
good.
There you go.
Good.
And then again, since this doesn't have any green on it, you can just say, I want green gone. And boom. Then you can just put this on anything you want.
Yeah, you can put it on a flower, you know. Put out a graphic.
There you go.
Yeah.
Now we're going to go to the more active colors. And as y'all see, this is very easy to remove these.
I mean, I wouldn't pay to get backdrop material, tape it up on my wall, then try to get a light, and then have to bounce the light to make sure there's no shadows. I'm spending $40-50 bucks. I'm gonna get this. I mean, this is too easy. If you've got small products, I don't understand why you wouldn't use this.
So, wow, that green is her green. Wow, I'm colorblind. That red is really.
That is red.
There we go. The camera was not focused on. So red. What would you use red for?
Wow. I would use red with you know, a sterling silver, you know, earrings or something like that.
I don't think I have anything. I got silver thread.
Yeah.
That would work.
Yeah.
Red. Silver. We have the silver, and then we have regular silver thread. Actually,
what about those?
we can.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's metal.
Yep. That's what I was looking at.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That just like boom.
Bring that closer.
Yep. So look at the silver. I mean, it's just popping.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's wanting to slide.
Yeah.
So actually, I have a magnet. So as y'all can see,
cool.
It's.
I love it.
So I have a magnet that's holding them, but see, y'all can really see that silver. It's like really, really like standing out.
Right.
And this is red.
Yeah.
Who would think? And I didn't even know that. Honestly, I learned something today.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, think about it. You're getting close to Valentine's Day. You're gonna try to put some items on a red backdrop.
Yes.
And boom, boom. You know, Christmas time.
Christmas, yes.
Change up your website a little bit. You know, have a little fun with it. You know,
This is a strong magnet.
Change up. Yeah, it is.
This is a hard drive magnet.
Wow. Change up your, you know, change up your backdrop sometimes on your website.
It's strong.
Because you know, you just want to be creative with everything that you do. everything. You try stuff out and see what it looks like. You know, there's no hard set rules. Oh, that's wrong. Oh, she shouldn't have put that on a red backdrop or a yellow back. No.
No.
I like it.
And I didn't even know. Didn't even think about silver on red.
Yeah.
So let's go with yellow.
Let's go with yellow.
And then we'll talk about the black.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Dramatic effect.
And we have a couple of answers. So I'll read those out.
Okay. Oh, wow. This is really pretty. Really pretty. Now you know which one I'm going for right here.
So as y'all can see, we're to the yellow.
Yes.
I'm just trying to... I was going to show them the yellow first.
Oh, okay.
So, because they can't really see it. So, it's really kind of hard to see, but it is yellow. So, we're going to put the earrings in. Let's...
Okay.
So, that's actually standing out. So, look at the earrings.
Wow.
It's still kind of fading out, but you can actually see them a little. Oh, there you go. So look at that. These on a yellow background.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I love it.
So definitely pretty awesome. So every color has its uses.
Right.
Even if you don't think it would work, try it.
Yeah. Now, Will, does it come with all these different...
Yes, it comes with them.
Wow.
Every single one.
All these different
Yeah,
colors.
I was shocked on that one too.
I know.
When I got it in the mail, I was like, yay, fun time.
Yes. This is cool.
And I've only used the white one so far, but that's going to be changing.
Yes.
So, let's see what people have said about the black.
Okay.
One person.
I'll let you go read it, and I will put the black one in there.
All right. So, we've had, let's see.
I think I've watched you enough.
Y'all have definitely.
Will, are they talking about me?
They're talking. They're just talking. Miss Josephine Fry, you are new. How are you? I have not seen you in here. Let's see. Yes, everyone has been busy.
Wow.
Chatting. So. Let's see. Somebody said. You know, Josephine, that's a great idea. So we have one person who says to use the black backdrop for something that is shiny.
Yeah. You know, I was thinking about that.
The glitter?
Yeah.
Those would be a bad idea. Let's see. I do have.
What my shirt was? Black and red?
No. I was going to say use the koozies, but that's a bad idea. But we can use this.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and that, I'm guessing, is right. It's
Yes.
shiny.
Yeah.
Oh,
Look at that. Look at that.
Oh.
Now, yeah. Now you see what I'm talking about.
Oh.
Now you see what I'm talking about. Those colors just come to life.
Guys, look at that.
You don't know how many pictures that I took of you know, friends, families, you know, on black backgrounds because it was so dramatic. You know, it just brought out the colors that they had on, the makeup that folks had on. It just brought it to life because everything else around them was dark. So whatever, if they had all on, let's say, red t-shirts and blue jeans, that was amazing.
That's white.
Yeah.
It dulls it.
It's okay,
It dulls it.
but if you had it on the black backdrop and you had your lights like this is, and you put nice colors on black,
Look at that.
boom,
It just
boom.
pops.
Yeah.
So, Suzanne, you are right. It's
Yeah.
good for something that is shiny.
Mm-hmm.
And this is
Yeah.
shirt vinyl, HTV.
Mm-hmm. Shiny
Glitter.
and colorful. Mm-hmm.
Glitter HTV. And it
Yep.
works great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But Miss Josephine said we should, or I should, have tips of every box sold.
Huh.
Of what goes good with color. Well, each color. So that's a great idea. I may
Yeah.
just do it without just selling, for every box. I may just come up with one and have it available on the website anyways.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'll definitely work on that
Mm-hmm.
and get that out there to you guys. Because
Yeah.
even if you don't buy it from me, definitely get them.
Right.
Because Amazon does have bigger boxes. I just got this one because I deal with the patches,
Mm-hmm.
the earrings and stuff. The shirts don't need a light box, really.
Right.
I mean, if I really need to, which this is what's cool about this, I can actually
Wow.
do that.
Yeah. So,
So-
you can lay stuff down here.
And this makes it, this actually comes with a small bag, and you can fold it up
Yeah.
and take it with you.
Yeah.
And not stay up like this. But since I have a studio, I don't have to take it anywhere.
Right.
But you can do that. It even unsnaps on the bottom.
Yeah.
This is actually pretty nice. I was
It really is.
really impressed.
And I mean, it's made of a good,
Plastic. Yeah.
plastic that is still pliable. You're able to move it around with ease. The lights are just right. For what you're doing. Even if someone, is making jewelry.
Oh, this is perfect
This
for that.
is perfect because you're able to shoot from the top.
Yes.
Got that light going right down. Think about those diamonds and sparkly things, just like
Especially when it's black.
Man, I know.
I mean,
I know. Yeah.
Look at that.
You're amazed with this black.
I am. Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I am. I may have to reshoot
gotcha.
some of my stuff.
Yes. Yes.
I may like, hey, look at
Look
look at what I
this
did.
one. Look at what I
Look,
did.
sand. What do you think about this? And she's gonna be like, well, stop sending me pictures at 3 a.m.
Yeah. Yeah. You reminded me back in the days when we were doing the magazine, 3 a.m. Why was I awake? Because I'm writing the next issue. And he's like, hey, I got an idea. Oh, okay.
I still remember that one night. I woke up at like 2 a.m. and it was the idea of all the vendors. That really
yeah.
gorgeous. Like,
Yes.
it hit me like boom. Like, I woke up. I had a dream about this. I mean, every time we came around, I had a dream about it.
Right?
And most of them were nightmares. Like, it wasn't good enough and all this stuff. But that one, I was sitting here, and I remember in the dream, I was sitting there with the magazine and looking at the design.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is awesome. In my dream, I woke up and jotted down, did a sketch for like 30 minutes, and went right back to bed.
Yeah.
Next morning, I had it. I took a picture of it. I was like, Anita, look at this. This is going to be awesome.
Yeah.
And this was after I already done it. And she was like, I like that.
Yeah.
So that was the best dream when it came to that. The
yeah.
rest were bad, but that one was great. So
I like most of your ideas.
most opportune word there, not all. Which is fine because not everyone is perfect. And I'm referring to me on that one. Normally I refer to the other person.
I love it.
That's, a quick rundown of products and stuff. Definitely, light boxes are great. Inexpensive.
Yes.
Even if you don't get it from me, you can
Right.
definitely get them pretty cheap.
$20.
Yeah. 20 plus $5.50 shipping.
Yeah. Okay.
That's cheaper than
Come on.
Amazon.
That's cheaper than going out and buying some material. I'm telling you.
That too.
Yeah,
that too.
I mean, because then you got to think about your lighting that you got to buy.
Yes. It's a one-stop shop.
It's a one stop. Yeah.
But, if you're going to be, with the bigger, light boxes are great, and I've seen some that are pretty big.
Yeah.
And you can actually build it yourself if you want to. You can just get some plexiglass.
Right.
Make sure you use not a paint that will be, that coats it. You need one that's it's got a little bit of opacity.
Yeah.
But not 100% in the graphic world. That it will bounce the lights.
Yeah.
But then you still have to buy the lights.
Buy lights.
And you can get LED strips online relatively cheap. But honestly, by the time you get it all done, I priced one out, the one that's bigger than this.
Yeah.
Because I forgot what I was using it for, or was going to use it for. Because I have nothing big enough big that requires it.
Right.
But I was looking at almost $100. Yes, you can get it cheaper.
Right.
You can make it cheaper. But I like that box better.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's already measured for you. The lights are at the right height.
Yes.
Everything is lit up. It's got the sides there for you so that the light is bouncing everywhere. So you don't have to worry about shadow in there. Every time you put something in there was no shadow.
Nope.
Because the light is bouncing all over the place in that box.
Yes.
So that's all you need.
And it's got, I forget how many. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 20 LEDs per strip.
Wow.
That's 40.
Yeah.
And what's really cool about it is it's USB powered. And
and it doesn't get hot because we've had it on for a while.
Yeah.
And
it does have
cool.
a hour or 2 hours, and it'll start flashing.
Okay.
To let you know, this has been going for a while.
Mm-hmm.
But you can just
like
unplug it and plug it back up, and it resets the timer.
Good.
And I got this from Five and Below, not a sponsor. Yeah, Five and Below, $5.
I need one.
It even comes with a little flashlight.
Wow.
Don't use this. Don't use the flashlight for your product. See, I mean, that's just like...
No.
But what's cool is you just tap it. It tells you how much power. This whole time, we used between 25 and 1%.
Okay.
Because once it drops below 100, it goes to 75. So between 75 and 100.
So explain everything that this can do.
This has 2 powers. This, out 1 and out 2. This is where you can just literally plug both of these into.
Yep.
They're charged port here, flashlight, and then it's just this right here. I don't sell these. I got this from Five and Below for $5 plus taxes. If you do not have one nearby, definitely you can check out Amazon. Amazon has these everywhere.
Wow.
I actually used this with this, and I was good for almost 4.5 hours.
Okay.
And I only used like half of the power. That's it.
Because I'm thinking, hey, a $5, item, is it going to work? Is it going to last? But yeah, if it lasted for 4 hours.
And I actually have Velcro on the back. And if you notice, I have Velcro on this.
Yeah.
I actually have 2 of these that I attached to my
your tripod.
In case when I'm filming with my phone, I can just plug my phone up.
Wow.
And these will charge my phone twice.
Dang.
So I have, let's see, my phone while filming at high definition, HD.
Yeah.
It will stay pretty good for 3 hours.
Wow.
So that's 6 hours, 12 hours plus the initial, if it's 100% charged.
Okay.
So.
Uh-oh.
Interesting.
That fell out from somewhere.
Oh, it fell out right there.
Okay.
Right there. Well, I did get put back. So.
I hope that your friends have enjoyed what I've shared with them. The little bit of photography knowledge that I shared, I hope is something that somebody out there can use. That's what my wish is.
Yes, this is a battery pack. I'm going to get closer. So, and this is from Five and Below, but I'm pretty sure you can get it multiple other places. So, and this is an input DC 5 volt, 100 milliamps. Output is 2100 milliamps, and battery capacity is 660 milliamps. I don't know what MHAHs. And this one was made August 1st, 2017.
Okay.
So almost 2 years.
Yeah.
So I got it relatively new.
Yeah.
And it's only $5 at 5 and below. So
I'm going to get one. You need to charge my phone up sometimes.
All right, Eve. So, let's see. Does anybody have any questions for Anita before we let her go and I go? Because once she leaves, that's going to be the end of the live. So, any questions whatsoever? You know, it's been an hour and a half.
Get out.
Yeah, it's an hour and a half.
I got to go to bed.
You got all day tomorrow to sleep.
I got a lot of stuff to do tomorrow. And I want to say, not a sponsor, Forrest and Grant Photo Imaging. If you see in my shirt here, that's a local photo lab here in town.
Shameless plug.
Just a plug for some folks I know. If you ever need help.
All right, we are scrolling up. Let's see.
While he's doing that, Forrest and Grant Photo Lab.
There it is. Josephine just said that she was for the first time here. So
okay.
So she is new. And guess what, guys? Guess what I have? Yes. I found it.
Oh, that's irritating.
That's why we do it. So, let's see.
You guys like him? You like him when he does that?
So do we have
Watch
any birthdays or anniversaries? That's generally what I ring it for.
Okay.
So if you have a birthday or anniversary, let me know. All right. All right, Eve. Question was not photography related.
Mm-hmm.
Are they still are the magazines still available online?
Oh no, they are not. We took the website down.
Are they still on issue? Because
I don't know. They might be on issue. They might be on issue. But I'll leave some up here in your office. I still have some in my garage at home.
I know you're trying to get rid of them.
And I'm trying to get rid of them, people.
You know, and every time you would hand me like a stack, I kept them.
Oh my God.
Because every time it's like, I don't know where to, and I'll go to a place and we're like, oh, y'all got already. Never mind.
Never mind. I'll take these back home. Yeah.
Let's see. I'm curious.
I'm going to leave you some copies so you'll have them here in your office and show folks.
I think I will randomly throw them in
in the bags?
Yes.
Of customer. Hey, yes. And you get a free magazine.
I'll be Oprah.
You get a free magazine. You do too. Everybody here that's on and talking, you get a free magazine.
On your next order. Unfortunately,
on your next order.
The light box is direct shipped. I do not receive them first. So you have to order a thread with it.
Thread, something. Order buttons.
Instantly to... It took me straight to the creator. Let's see. Jumping
the broom. Let's see if it's still available.
That would be awesome. We do have the Mexican, and it's on mine.
That's a lady from the Philippines.
That's the Philippines. God, the floating cat. Oh my God, they're there.
All of them.
The 6 that I...
Those are the young ladies from Ethiopia. Wow.
That's the Indian.
Yes. Those are the girls from Colombia and
there's
Ecuador.
the Greek.
Yep.
And
she's a Puerto Rican.
She's the one... That was the last one, but I didn't do that one. So that was the last issue.
Wow.
So, and I'm missing some because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we're missing the last 2.
Huh.
So we did it.
Wow.
2, 4, 6, 8.
Yeah, the very first one.
So it was only 8.
Isn't on there. The very first girl.
Yeah. 7 years ago for those, and 6 years ago for that.
So it's on issue, y'all. If you want to take a look at the magazine that I was a publisher of, and that Will did all the layout and design work for.
So
most of the photography is mine. Most, not all.
So yes, Eve, they are. That is awesome. I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
I need to get into that account. So yes, if you go to issue, which is issuu.com, and look for Jumping the Broom, you will find it.
Yeah. That is so
and
cool.
while I look at this, why don't you tell them what Jumping the Broom was, or what it means?
Okay. The term Jumping the Broom they went back and found out that it was actually a Dutch term that the African American slaves took on to mean when you're getting married, that you're jumping the broom into a new life together. So as a symbol, when couples now, African American couples, get married, and at the end of the wedding, you'll see someone put down a broom, usually a small, one of those cinnamon brooms. They'll put them down, they're decorated with flowers and whatnot, and the bride and groom jump over the broom. That's a symbol that they haven't forgotten their past, and that they are jumping into a new life together. So it's cool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And Eve, can you please share that link so that everyone can see it? She's actually on there now looking.
Okay.
And she actually said, she would love to read about all the different cultures.
Oh, yeah.
So that is the
cool.
whole point of those magazines.
Yeah, yeah.
Is to talk about not just one particular culture, to talk about everybody.
Exactly. Because, one thing, and that's where I work at now, where I'm trying to get people to talk about, multi-ethnic groups of people to talk to each other. So when you see somebody that looks different from you, or they're wearing something different from you,
like a hijab, or
don't be alarmed, don't be afraid. Go up, hey, how you doing? Where are you from? What is that called? I love when I see Southeast Asian women and they're wearing the saris.
Yes.
Those are such beautiful, decorative, outfits. And I mean, that's made for me, so I need to find some and buy a couple.
And here's a wedding tradition that we do now, but back in the day, the wedding band was actually used in the caveman times, that they would go and steal a woman from the neighboring tribe, and they would tie her up. Well, then, once it got to the point, they would take the rope and tie it around the finger.
Oh.
And then it became, a little bit more sophisticated and stuff. And we don't just go and steal another woman now. But that was the tradition. Yeah. And I actually learned that by doing one of the magazines.
Okay.
And, it was like the 7 keys, and we talked about wedding bands and stuff. Yeah. And we decided not to put that in there. We went a little bit further up.
Yeah.
And we talked about, a little bit more modern things.
Right.
But that's actually where that tradition originally stemmed from. And that's like thousands of years ago.
Yeah.
When, our tall, feathery friends called dinosaurs were around.
Yeah.
That's what they would do.
Yeah. But in each magazine, we tried to give a snippet of what other cultures are doing for their weddings.
Yes.
And that's just to give you a peek inside of what another tradition, what another culture does for their wedding tradition, so that you may say, oh, I want to do that for my wedding. It's okay.
Yes.
It's all right. It's okay.
As long as you don't do it bad.
Yeah.
Please, if you're going to do it, please do it, good. And, like the Jews, they break a glass.
Right. Stomp on the glass.
They stomp on the glass.
Yeah.
Indians tie their hands.
Yep. And then have hennas.
Oh,
remember, we had a lady come to the bridal show.
Wow,
that
she did
the
some
hennas.
amazing work.
Yes, I loved it.
And she actually did it on one of the girls on the cover.
Yes.
Right before the shoot.
Yeah.
And that was an amazing picture. That's actually when I started learning more about having the picture, kind of clip the heading. I learned so much graphic design. I did learn a lot in my classes, but doing a magazine, even twice a year, it was a lot. You had to learn so much.
Yeah. I mean, we worked on it all year long.
Yes. We'd be like, yes, here's some copies.
It's done.
I'm already starting on the next one.
Okay. All right, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Do you know anybody? Do you know anybody of another culture? I mean, come on. I've been finding everybody. Do you know anybody? I think you found the Greek.
Greek.
And I went up to her and I was like, hey, how you doing? I need you to be on the cover of a magazine in a wedding dress. But I'm not married. That's okay.
No, she was married.
Okay.
She couldn't fit it anymore because she lost weight.
Okay. Yes, that's right. So I had to take her to the wedding store. I had to take her to the bridal shop.
Yes.
And
Jordan's Modern Bride.
That's right. We did a fitting and got her into a dress, took the shot, and there was the cover.
And it was amazing.
It really was.
I mean,
you guys would not believe just the amazing community support that I got doing this thing.
Yes.
I mean, wedding salons would allow me just to come in there, hey, can this girl try a dress on? Sure.
Yes, please.
Can I take a picture of her?
Exactly.
Click, 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 take the picture.
And they were a little small ad.
You give them an ad, or you say something at the bottom, hey, this dress was provided by, yada, yada, yada. I mean, thank you. Thank you, everybody. I never got a chance to really thank everybody. I'm going to have to do a big party. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Thinking about that. Yeah.
I know a few places we can go. Not here. I don't have room.
Right here.
I'll be like, the building manager or owner will be like, what's going on here?
Exactly.
So, but yeah, it was a lot of fun. A lot of people, especially at the bridal shows. The support was amazing.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it just got too much going on.
I mean, I was running 3 businesses by myself, and having you to help me do the layout and design for the magazines. Yeah, that was great.
And all your flyers.
And flyers and
banners,
business cards and everything. But I'm trying to run all this stuff.
Yeah.
I'm trying to sell ads. I'm trying to take pictures, on the weekends. I'm getting the bridal show set. I'm signing up 50 vendors to do this and that, and it was a lot.
It was.
So, I needed some time to be at home.
With your husband.
With my husband. Who wasn't my husband then, but but we made it. We made it through all that. So
plus you had to deal with your mother, taking care of her.
That's right.
So it was a lot on your plate. So whenever she announced I'm not doing it anymore, I was like, I get you.
Yeah. Everybody understood by that time. By the time my mom came to stay with me because she had fallen and broken her hip, it was like, okay, you're giving it up. Okay, I understand. You got a lot on your plate,
And what I thought was really amazing was a lot of you allowed other photographers to come here.
Yeah.
To come in, to advertise.
Yep. Right.
Even though she was a photographer at the time, she allowed other photographers to come in.
Yep.
And there was probably about 5 or 6 at the show every single time.
Yeah. And they would ask me, "You sure I can come? I mean, I know you're going to advertise your business. Everybody's going to go to you." No. I'm going to be running around trying to take care of all of you guys. So I need you guys to make sure you have work. Yeah. I had a lot of contracts. I had a lot of photography contracts. I was blessed enough to get that. So my business was steady going. I was doing okay. And, so I wasn't a stingy person where I was like, no, there could be no other wedding photographers at this bridal show because it's my bridal show. No.
No, you had one new photographer at one who was just learning how to do it. You had videographers.
Yes.
2 of them at one.
Yeah.
You had multiple regular photographers.
Oh, yeah.
You had the wedding dress vendors, more than one. I mean, it was a plethora of everything for wedding. I was even a vendor there when I was doing Dove chocolate.
Yes.
Man, that was a while ago. And even my boyfriend was selling Avon at one point.
Right.
So a lot of stuff was there. And you know, and what I thought was really great was, yeah, you know, she had her photography business, but your logo was on a banner
Right.
this big.
Yeah.
And it was at the bottom.
Yeah.
And you generally had boxes in front of it.
Right.
You know, so that's what was really great. And that's also kind of how I was like, I think she's getting out of photography. She talked about it.
I talked about it, but my phone never stopped ringing. So I wasn't worried about all of the advertising and promotions and whatnot, because by that time, I mean, I was probably at year 26 or 27, you know, and I was like, okay, I'm tired. Help me. Can somebody come and join my business and help me with this? And there just weren't people who were serious enough about photography to do the kind of ripping and running that I was doing all around the state of South Carolina, doing photography.
Oh wow, your name was in the magazines as Anita Brewer, because it was Anita Brewer at the time.
That's right. That's right.
So, Eve, no, she is not doing the expos anymore.
No.
But if you're curious, she can give you some insight on how to do yours. She's actually thinking about doing training.
Oh, okay.
So, and we are, and I'm going to go ahead and plug this for you, Eve, creativecruise.com. We are doing a cruise May of next year. It's a 5-day, 4-night to the Bahamas. I think I'm wrong. And you have until May to sign up and put your $25 down before the price goes up. So, put the link in the description, please, Eve. Creative Cruises or creativecruise.com. Sign up for it, and there you have it. And we are actually, she is putting that together with vendors and stuff.
Oh, cool.
So we're going to have vendors, or she's going to have vendors. This is hers. I'm just helping her sell rooms. So, and she's working to get vendors and other, like crafting vendors, like, you know, screen printing guy, a jewelry making guy thing, soap making pasta. All right, thank you, Eve. Because I can see she just posted.
Okay.
She's the only one who can post the link.
Yeah.
Well, she can approve other people. So, but in May the price does go up. How much are the cruises and the cheaper? I think it's like $470 something.
Okay, that's
it's
not
pretty
bad at all.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
2-room occupancy, so you have to have 2 people. So definitely, I've signed up. I'm just waiting to see if someone else wants to go.
Yeah.
You know, because we both talked about going on cruises.
Yeah.
So I definitely want to go because, one, I want to meet you guys because a lot of you guys are going to be there, which is awesome. Yeah. So it's going to be, people are going to be like, hey, Will. I'm going to be like, I don't know you. I already do that now.
Hey, you know how it was with me when we go out to a restaurant or something. Everybody's like, Anita, hey, how you doing? You did my friend's wedding. And I'm like, Will, do you know that wedding? She had like 800 people there. I mean, everybody knew my name, but I didn't know all of her family and friends and all that. So it's a lot of people like that that still come up to me and say, Anita, hey. And I'm like, hey, hi.
I actually was at PetSmart, and I had someone go, are you Will with Carolina Thread Place? And I'm sitting there going, yeah. I'm such and such. Oh.
Yep.
That was the newest ever. I've never experienced that. And that was the first time. And now at cons, I get people who will say, hey, Will, I watched this video on this, blah, blah, blah. Or do you have a video on this? And it is so awesome, you know, that I'm helping people. And there's many people here who have purchased button machines because of me.
Yeah.
And they've been selling them.
Yeah.
They've done actually other things as well. I can't think of everything right now. But they've purchased stuff, you know, from me showing them stuff. And, you know, they've gone off with it, and which is great. You know, I've taught sublimation. Multiple people, you know, bought a sublimation printer, heat press and stuff. And they show us what they've done, and it is amazing work. And Eve actually got me into vinyl and rhinestones.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I haven't done any rhinestones yet, I know it's kind of bad, but I want to. But I've been so busy with shirt orders. Wow. So, you know, but it's a good thing. You know, that's what I'm here for, is to help people. Mm-hmm. And that's why I asked you to come on to help with photography, with products and stuff. Mm-hmm. And headshots. Eve, I know who your friend is. So let's see if we have any more questions.
All right.
I have a few. Eve actually wears saris.
Oh, okay.
Or
saris.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Ms. Bigham, her name is Anita, and it's actually, can I say your new last name?
Yeah.
Her name is actually Anita Dantzler now.
Right.
She is married. So a lot of people are saying hello. Miss Debbie D, you're gonna have to rewatch everything. All right, so $25 holds your current price. $150 deposit holds your actual cabin.
Okay.
So, and the full price is $458.52. That's the full price.
That's a great price.
The only thing extra is your tips, which you have to pay $16 per day.
Right.
Hello, Ian. How are you? So, a lot of people said hello and stuff.
Yeah.
So, definitely been active. Good. I really hope everyone has... What? Earlier it said it was an hour and a half. Now it's saying it's an hour and 22 minutes. I don't know. This thing's weird sometimes.
Yeah.
It was probably like an hour and 3 minutes, and my brain just... So, but thank y'all for coming out tonight. Thank you, Anita, for coming. I hope you had a lot of fun.
Yes, I did.
I definitely did, and I hope you guys had a lot of fun too. So definitely, this is on the website. It's under additional products. It is $20, $19.95 plus shipping, and it's it's a direct drop. So unfortunately, I do not get them and then turn around and sell or send them to you guys. Mm-hmm. So you can definitely do that. Thread is still, as I throw everything, thread is still 20% off your entire purchase of thread. I am trying really hard to get other stuff on there, but I have been swamped with shirt orders, which is a great thing. I'm not complaining. I absolutely love doing vinyl shirts. So, but thank y'all for coming out. Description and links are in the description below. The Baby's Booty Hoop Group is there. If you have not signed up, you have only a few more days to sign up and transfer from the Google Plus group, because Eve is going to be bringing that down in a couple days if she hasn't already. So definitely, if you have not signed up for the Hoop Group, thebabiesbooty.com/hoop group. Wow. And the hoop is important.
That's a mouthful.
So I say all this time.
Booty.
Thebabiesbooty.com.
Babiesbooty.com.
No, we're not going to go there.
Baby Booty Hoop Group.
So thebabiesbooty.com/hoop group, and sign up there. Also, CarolinaThreadPlace.com is my website, and also my Facebook group is below as well. Wow. So definitely a lot. And I do want to say thank you to all the people who have donated money over the last month or so. It's definitely helped out, allowing me to get things. I do have some more training coming out very soon. Finished filming this week with a couple of things as well. So if you would like to donate to the channel, the link is below, PayPal as well as Streamlabs. And as always, the money does go towards, me showing you stuff like the one huge donation that bought the heat press. Yeah, someone donated $150.
Wow.
So, yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah.
Don't know who.
Man.
So, still thank you for whoever that was. It was you? The real person's like, no, she didn't.
No, she didn't.
It was me. We know who it is now. But thank you guys for coming out. I know this is shorter than normal, but I'm tired. She's tired. We're both tired.
And we're giggly.
We're very giggly. So thank you guys for coming out, and we will see you next Friday, 8 p.m., between 8 and 8:30, 8 o'clock, probably be better. Because I was eating at Rio's, and it was a lot of good food, so I do apologize about that.
And then he tells me about it, All right. Yeah. Thanks, buddy.
It was their full price. Boy, was it. So, y'all have a great night, and I will see y'all next Friday. Bye.
Bye.